All right, again, everybody, and welcome to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex as we get ready for first pitch as Carson-Newman and King clash for the 33rd all-time meeting. Great to have you with us here today. It's Griff Hughes getting the start, and he'll get Mason Swartz to start off this ball game, a left-hand hitter into the box. And we are ready to roll here from Mossy Creek, and the first pitch of the day misses down and outside for ball one, and we are underway here right at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Right on time, and it is a beautiful day at the ballpark here inside of the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. The 1-0 spots the outside corner. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Carson-Newman didn't have a midweek game last week. That was the Trevecca game that got canceled due to rain. Yes, today's game was originally scheduled for yesterday. Hughes readies the 1-1. Nearly hit Swartz, a breaking ball on the inside corner. And with a count at 2 balls and 1 strike, Hughes getting the nod in the midweek yet again. He's been out there for the last couple weeks as the midweek starter for this group. Left-hander eyes the sign, the 2-1. Dribbled out towards shortstop rather. That's Miller picking it up. He throws across, gets Swartz, and there's one out. And a good start for Griff Hughes to start off this ball game, and with 1 out and nobody aboard, it brings up the right-handed hitting catcher, Ethan Hawkins. Defensively behind Hughes, it's Smith, McLean, Wilcoxon left to right. In the outfield, Gibson, Miller, Gibbs, Denton left to right in the infield, and Mitch Ballant gets the nod behind the plates. No score here in the top of the first. Hawkins, a .288 hitter this season, and the first pitch to him stays up in the zone with a fastball, and the count moves to 1 ball and no strikes. Left-hand pitcher and the right-hand batter here to the second hitter of the ball game. Hughes looking to make this a quick opening inning here against the King Tornado. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Good high fastball that time around, and the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. Hughes gets the ball back from Ballant. It's a sign that he likes, and now ready to go. The 1-1. Shot foul into the netting first base side. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hughes has been the team's top strikeout pitcher this season. Averages better than 10 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched this year. And looking for his first of this ball game, ahead at 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's ready. And here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called. It looked like it might have been maybe a little up in the zone, but it's strike 3 called on a good slider up. And with 2 outs and nobody on, it brings Preston Steele to the plate. He's been the team's top hitter all season long, hitting .346, 4 of the team's 9 home runs, and he's driven in a team best 21 runs this year. No score, top of the first, 2 outs, bases empty. First pitch from the left-hander, misses high and tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch will be Hughes' 10th, and he'll try to make some quick work out of this one here in the opening frame. Left-hander coming set out there on the rubber. He pitches, and that's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Carson-Newman's bats looking to get out there after this 1-2-3 opening inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch, and it's dribbled back up the middle. Gloved by Hughes on the third base side of the rubber. He picks and throws to first, and that ends the inning. And a good opening frame from Griff Hughes, a 1-2-3 inning, and that is how things go in the opening stanza. Inning in the books. It is scoreless. Carson-Newman coming to the plate for the first time today when we return to Mossy Creek in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back here in Jefferson City, Griff Hughes, a solid opening frame of work. A 1-2-3 inning for Hughes. And now Carson-Newman's bats will get their first opportunity at the plate, and they'll have to go against a right-hander for King. It's Royal Philo, 6 feet 160, a sophomore from Louisville, Tennessee. Went to Knoxville West High School. And Philo is making his 7th appearance of the year. He's 0-1. With an ERA just shy of 11 this season. Opponents hitting .404 against him for the year. And Carson-Newman's been held to just 9 runs in the last 4 ball games. But Carson-Newman's been much better here at home all year long, averaging better than 8 runs per game. Can they get things rolling here today? Eagles will send Trey Miller to the plate, an even 300 hitter on the season. Miller had hits in every game over the weekend against Newberry, but he had just 1 in each of the 3. Right-hand pitcher to the right-hand batter to start off the day. Philo's first pitch. Miller shoots it in the air, first base side, foul ground. Lathrop over there. He makes the catch. That retires Miller on 1 pitch. And easy work to start off the day. Defensively behind Philo, Martin, Goodwin, Richardson left to right in the outfield. Hilliard, Steele, Renwick, Lathrop. Third to first, and Hawkins is behind the plates. Dalton McClain now gets his opportunity. Right-hander pitches. McClain squares to bunt. It costs him a strike. As he falls behind at 0-1. McClain had an 8-game hitting streak snapped at Newberry on Saturday. Had upped his average right around 270 at that point. It sits at 267 entering the day. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first, the 0-1. Looping curveball stays up in the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is a King group that is at the bottom of Conference Carolinas, but they've had a tough slate. Had to play North Greenville 2 weekends ago and Mount Olive over the weekend, a pair of top 15 teams. The 1-1. Misses down and away on another spinner. 2-1 the count. King has had success against teams from the South Atlantic Conference, Emory and Henry and UVA Wise in particular. Philo's ready to go with the 2-1. He brings it up there, and it's a hard hit smash back up the middle, past a diving second baseman Renwick and into right center field for a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming for Dalton McClain, who's hitting over 300 in March. It is a 1-out base runner as he hit that one sharply right back up the box. And now here comes James Denton to the plate. Denton in at .323 for the season, 4 homers and 18 driven in. Denton has hit safely in his last 5. He's 9 of 17 over that stretch. His longest hitting streak since transferring here to the Eagles. Righty against left-hand batter. The first pitch, McClain's off and running. The pitch is taken low for a ball. The throw down to second base is in and out of the glove of the shortstop Steele, and that'll be a stolen base for McClain. Well, it was a pretty good throw behind the plate by Hawkins, but Steele was trying to get the glove right onto the body of McClain, who was sliding past him and was trying to get it right. And as he tried to catch the ball, it hit McClain, and it drifts out toward the outfield. 1-0 now to Denton. Misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. King went down in order in the first. Carson-Newman an opportunity with a runner in scoring position right out of the gates here in the bottom of the opening inning. Philo coming set. He's in a 2-0 hole as he pitches. That nearly hit Denton on a breaking ball down and in. And the count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. First base is open, but you have the team's leading run producer in Mitch Ballant awaiting in the on-deck circle. 3-0. That misses inside. It skips away from the catcher Hawkins. Everybody's safe as McLean hustles down to third base. It's a walk and a wild pitch. And runners at the corners. So with 1 out, runners at the corners, here's Mitchell Ballant, .383 hitter this year. He's homered 6 times and driven in 23. Runners at the corners here in the opening frame. Carson-Newman looking to jump out to a lead as they've won 4 of the last 5 against King. Philo pitches, Ballant swings, bounces it, third base side foul, putting him in a 1-strike-0 hole. No crowd continuing to file in here today, but I mentioned really good weather. Yesterday was overcast much of the day, broke up as the day went along. Today it's been sunny from the jump. And temperatures at game time check in at 57 degrees. There goes the runner from first. Ballant swings and misses. Throw down to second base. Skips all the way into center field. McLean is in to score on the double steal. And over to third base goes Denton. So it was a swing and miss, stolen base plus E2, and then a stolen base for McLean on the double steal. And the Eagles on top, 1-0. And now here's the right-hander looking to put an end to this damage. The pitch. Ballant swings and hits a high pop-up. First base side, Lathrop giving chase. Second baseman as well, Renwick, gives it a look, but it goes foul. So McLean steals 2 bases in the opening inning, a stolen base and an error as well. Ballant takes up in the zone here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ballant takes another pitch down and away. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. Denton standing over at third base with the Eagles scoring a run here, manufacturing it with the steals. The 2-2. Ballant takes strike 3 called inside corner. That was a very good pitch there by Philo on the inner half. He fans Ballant for his first punch out, and now Nelson Smith will get his opportunity to try to get that runner in. Carson-Newman leads it 1-0. Nelson Smith, who hits at .286 for the season, 15 RBIs, has really solidified a starting rollout in left field for Carson-Newman. First pitch to him is a bender that drops out of the zone, low and away for ball 1. Right-hander sights the sign from Hawkins. 1 ball and no strikes the pitch. Another breaking ball, stays high and tight. 2 balls and no strikes. Just 7 of the first 17 pitches of the day for Philo have been in the zone. And with Carson-Newman leading at 1-0, an opportunity with the runner 90 feet away. Eagles have truly manufactured a run here in this inning. The 2-0 stays high. 3 balls and no strikes. Fastball up and in. And Ben Wilcoxon, fresh off a multi-hit game in the series finale against 9th-ranked Newberry, awaiting in the on-deck circle. Eagles lead at 1-0, 3-0 the count. Philo lifts the leg and fires and gets one on the inner half right across the knees for a strike. 3-1 the count. King wearing the red uniform tops today, gray slacks, blue lids with the red bills. And with a count of 3 balls and 1 strike and 2 outs, Philo delivers. And another breaking ball, clips the outer half. And he gets back into the count now, running at full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. One of the veteran hitters on this lineup for Carson-Newman at the plate. Has yet to swing the bat, but the count at 3-2 with 2 men out. Right-hander pitches. Smith shoots it out to right field, but right in the tracks of Richardson. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. So Carson-Newman settles for 1, but they get the 1 thanks to a McLean single, a couple stolen bases, and the Eagles lead it 1-0 as we head to the 2nd inning here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
It's going to be a revolving door down in the bullpen today for Carson-Newman. Brock Culpepper is the next man up after Griff Hughes throws 10 pitches in a 1-2-3 opening inning. And now Culpepper takes over to get the heart of the lineup for King. Junior Renwick will start it off. Culpepper, 6 feet, 185, a sophomore from Murfreesboro, making his 8th appearance of the year. And the first pitch from Culpepper is a bouncer to the right side of the infield. The second baseman, Gibb Fields. Culpepper covers the bag to get the out. Excellent work there by Culpepper, and good composure as well by Gibbs to patiently wait on that as Denton went for the ball, as you might expect the first baseman to try to, and it's an excellent play by Gibbs and Culpepper to get the opening out here, the second. Culpepper wants a new baseball and gets it from the home plate umpire in this one. Eagles get a run in the opening inning. Have this 1-0 lead intact. Jake Lathrop at the plate, 212 hitter. 2 homers, 10 RBIs, and Culpepper's first pitch is a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Well, great to have you on board here today. Carson-Newman will be here for the next several games. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball, hit out towards short. Bobbled by Miller, recovers, throws to first. It is in time to get the out. Well, good composure, just as I said with Gibbs, and now the middle infielder. Miller shows that poise after the bobble to be able to recover and throw a seed over to first base to get the out. So with 2 outs and nobody aboard, it brings Derek Martin to the plate. He's hitting just 175 this year. Right-hander Culpepper wheels, deals, and drops a breaking ball at the knees for strike 1 call. Eagles will have today's game, the weekend series against LMU, and then Shorter comes to town in the midweek next week. Right-hander pitches, and that misses down and away, even in the count at a ball and a strike. Culpepper looking to make this a very quick and efficient inning of work. 1 ball and 1 strike he pitches, and Martin fouls it up the third base line, moving the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Not a bad crowd here today. Softball's playing up the road as well. They have the Splitters of Lincoln Memorial in the prelude to the baseball series this weekend. 1-2 pitch. Martin jammed on it, bounces it on a very slow tapper to the mound. Culpepper squares it up, grabs it, throws the first 3 ground ball outs from Culpepper. And the first 6 have been retired by Hughes and by Culpepper. And we're through an inning and a half. And it's Carson-Newman on top. 1-0 as their bats step back to the dish when we return in the bottom of the second on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Going to be a bullpen day for both sides today. A new pitcher for King as they bring in a right-hander. This is Jacob Ragini, a 6'1", 200-pound right-hander from Virginia Beach, Virginia, is out of the bullpen for this King ball club. Ragini this year is making his 7th appearance. He's pitched just 5 innings so far on the season, getting him some work here today. And he deals with Ben Wilcoxon, and that first pitch plunks him high and tight. And that ball never had a chance of eluding the body of Ben Wilcoxon, and the on-base King is aboard yet again. And leadoff man on base for Carson-Newman here in this bottom of the second to bring Ryan Potts to the plate. Potts hitting .253. He's driven in 14. And Regini will try to right the ship after nailing the first batter. Wilcoxon over at first. He starts, stops, pitch is taken low for ball 1. Well, Carson-Newman being aggressive, that's something that this club started the year really exceptionally good at. They were stolen base artists for a good chunk of the opening month of the year, and they've really been tame of late, and I thought that'd be a big strong suit. 1-0. Misses high and tight. 2 balls and no strikes. Eagles have not stolen a base since the March 14th game against Lee. That's 6 in a row with that one, but they already have 3 in this game. 2-0 pitch. There goes Wilcoxon. It's a bouncer in the hole. It's short. That's a base hit. And Carson-Newman has something cooking here in the second inning. Well, the shortstop Steele went to go cover the second base bag, and that left a massive hole on the left side of the infield. I'm not sure why he'd be the man covering in that situation, but Wilcoxon will gladly take it as he's now on second base, and Aiden Gibson will stand in. Well, with runners at first and second base, King is thinking that perhaps a bunt might be on in this situation. Carson-Newman 1, King 0 here in the second inning. Ragini from the stretch. Gibson bunts. It's perfectly laid down third base side on a couple hops. Ragini picks and will not have a play. And that is an infield single. Everybody's safe, and the Eagles have the bases juiced. So here comes Will Gibbs to the plate. After the bunt single, he squares the bunt and takes a strike. So with the bases loaded, Gibbs at the plate. And he swings and shoots it out towards right field. Coming on Richardson. Has time to make the catch. Tagging from third base, Wilcoxon. The throw skips away from the first baseman. It's a sacrifice fly from Carson-Newman's best hitter with runners in scoring position this year. And the Eagles, yet again, find a way to manufacture a run. Sac fly to right field. Wilcoxon scores. Potts alertly over to third base. Gibson stays put at first. So now here's Trey Miller. Pop up on the first pitch that he saw today. And the right-hander ready to go. Runner from first takes off. The pitch is taken for a strike. The throw down to second base cut off by the second baseman. And Aiden Gibson has his third stolen base of the year, putting himself in scoring position. Well, that was a very quick and aggressive stolen base for Carson-Newman, not wasting any time. One strike and nothing here to Miller. Regini pitches and splits the plate in half to get ahead at 0-2. Corner infield in, middle infield staying back with Carson-Newman on top 2-0 here in the second. Miller in an 0-2 hole. Looking to get those runners in. The pitch. This is down and away on a breaking ball, 1-2. Well, it's not a very hard drive from Bristol, where King resides, down here to Jefferson City. King came down in those utility vans. 3 of them. The 1-2. Miller bounces it foul. Count holds it a ball and 2 strikes. Well, certainly for the Eagles, they'd like to get the other 2 runners in here and really expand this lead, as both sides are throwing a variety of different pitchers in this game. The 1-2. Miller chops another ball foul. This one's right off of the plate and then back into his body. The count on a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and runners at second and third base. Miller takes a short little walk, bends down, bounces the bat off the turf. Now climbs back into the right-handed hitting batter's box. Regini pitches, and Miller shoots it out to right field. Richardson leans back. He's camped out underneath, making the catch. Both runners tag. Potts is in to score. Over to third goes Gibson, and Carson-Newman leads it 3-0 here in this second inning. Eagles doing a good job at manufacturing runs here in this opening portion of the game. Back-to-back sacrifice flies to right field. And with a runner at third base, here's Dalton McClain. He singled, stole second, moved to third on a wild pitch, and stole home on a double steal. And Regini's first pitch to McClain stays high and tight for ball 1. Newman has scored once in the first, twice more here in the second. And another duck out there on the pond, 90 feet away. 1-0. McClain rips it out towards shortstop. Steel gloves, throws to first, and that ends the inning. Carson-Newman loads the bases with nobody out. They get only 2 in the frame. And the Eagles lead it 3-0 through 2 here at Mossy Creek over King on the Eagle Sports Network. It's King trailing Carson-Newman 3-0.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Well, the line keeps on moving in Carson-Newman's bullpen between Hughes and Culpepper. 6 up, 6 down, 17 pitches so far. And now it is Jake Overbeck's turn. 6'1", 206, a junior from Morris, Illinois, makes his 6th appearance of the year. 3-0 Eagles in the third. Chase Hilliard at the plate, and he swings and misses on the first pitch. Lower third of the lineup, 2 up here for King. Hilliard, 202 hitter, a couple round trippers. He's driven in 12. The 0-1 from Overbeck. Shot foul off of first base. 0-2. Overbeck pitching for the first time in 18 days. Was last out there against UVA Wiseback on March 11th. He's ahead, though, at 0-2. As he brings it up there, and a slider drifts well off the plate. 1-2. It's a two-seam fastball, a changeup, and a slider for this right-hander, a transfer from Southwestern Illinois. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. And it's a high chopper out on 1 hop. Miller picks it at short and throws him out at first base. That is 5 consecutive ground ball outs by Carson-Newman pitchers so far here today. And with 1 out here in the third inning, Cale Richardson, who has just 1 at-bat this season, stands in. And the first pitch to him hits him. It was a two-seam fastball that just kept riding high and tight, and Richardson doesn't even get a chance to swing the stick as he's the first base runner of the day for King. First 7 in a row had been retired up until that one. And Richardson now aboard in the 9-hole batting Caden Goodwin, a rookie from Leesburg, North Carolina, will get his turn. First pitch to him is high on a fastball from Overbeck, 1-0. Overbeck transferring over. They're 1 2/3 innings against Milligan at the beginning of the year and hasn't pitched all that much since the 1-0. Misses down and away, 2-0. Carson-Newman 3 runs on 3 early hits here in this game. Eagles have left 2 so far. Here's the 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Outfield playing straight away. Infield looking for a double play ball. That would get the Eagles out of the inning. 2-1 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball up and in. Goodwin couldn't lay off, and that barrel came flying through the zone. So Overbeck from 2-0 down to 2-2 square. And the break even. Slider dips away. 3-2. King finished last year with its first winning season since 2018. This year they're 8 games under 500 at the midway point. Overbeck's payoff pitch on hold as he throws to first. No, really don't know the speed of Richardson over there. 6'3", 205, a freshman. Very young overall King ball club. 3-2 pitch. Runner starts, stops, and it's high for ball 4. So a hit batter and now a walk. And with 1 out, the tying run steps to the plate here in the 3rd inning. And the leadoff hitting Mason Schwartz. So Tom Griffin will now chug it out there to the mound to have a conversation with this right-hander and Overbeck. Well, you look at Carson-Newman right now. They're tied for 3rd in the South Atlantic Conference standings. And it is going to be an interesting finish down the stretch of the league this season. You have right there at the top Newberry at 10-2. Lenore Rhine at 9-3 each. And Carson-Newman tied in the winning percentage column with Wingate, although the Bulldogs have played one more series than Carson-Newman. And with the way that things sort out this year, top 2 seed means you get to play at home in that opening regional style conference tournament system. Seeds 1, 4, 5, and 8 will be at the 1 seed. 2, 3, 6, and 7 will be at the number 2 seed. Griffin done with his chat. He goes back to the dugout. And now Swartz will stand in. Carson-Newman leads it 3-0, but here in the top of the 3rd inning with 1 out and 2 runners aboard, the leadoff batter back to the plate. Overbeck stretches, pitches. And he starts him with a fastball on the inner half for strike 1. This is a King club that has really struggled to score runs this year. They're 211th out of 248 teams in runs per game, less than 5 per game. 0-1 is a fastball that goes right past the swinging bat of Swartz. 0-2. They scored 3 or fewer runs 15 times in 28 games. 2 strikes and nothing. Overbeck lifts the left leg and brings it up there, and Swartz bounces it back up the middle. Miller grabs it, stops, steps on second, throws to first. That is a double play, and just what the doctor ordered. Miller did a really good job of, A, getting to the baseball first and foremost, then slamming on the brakes before he overran the bag out there at second base, gets the lead base runner and Swartz, and it ends the inning. And Overbeck keeps the Eagles' zeros rolling along. We're through 2.5. Carson-Newman leads it 3-0. The Eagles will try to score for a 3rd straight inning when we come back to Mossy Creek here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman leads King 3-0 here in this 3rd inning. It'll be James Denton, Mitchell Ballant, and Nelson Smith due up to the plate for Carson-Newman here in this frame against a new pitcher. Dustin Eatman is out there for King as the right-hander is on the bump for the first time in his career as he pitches, and he hits Denton down and away. And Mitch Ballant will bat. That is the second batter that Carson-Newman has seen hit, and it's the second consecutive inning in which it's happened. And with Carson-Newman leading 3-0, Eatman will go to work here on Ballant. Right-hander working against Ballant as he pitches, and Ballant stings one out to right center field, hustling into the alleyway, and it's over the glove of Goodwin, the center fielder, and rolls to the fence. Denton had to wait to make sure that that ball wouldn't be caught, so he motors over to third base. He's in there with a double is Ballant, and Carson-Newman in business here in this third inning. Excellent piece of hitting by Ballant. Got a pitch out over the plate, rifled it out to the alleyway. Fourth hit of the game for Carson-Newman, and Eagles with another good opportunity here to add to a 3-0 advantage. Nelson Smith will get his turn, a line out to right field. His only time up. That ended the threat for Carson-Newman in the first. Right-hander brings it on up there, and a slider twists down and away for ball one. Eagles have left a man on base in each of the opening 2 innings so far. And an opportunity for this Eagle group to add to the lead, the 1-0. Smith flies it out to center field. Similar spot, but Goodwin has the ability to track this one down. Tagging and scoring Denton. To third base goes Ballant. Nearly overslid the bag as he bumps into Hilliard. But another sacrifice fly nets another Carson-Newman run. This time it's from Smith, and the Eagles lead 4-0. So with one out and a runner at third base, now Ballant. Here's Ben Wilcoxon. He was hit by a pitch in that last inning. And the right-hander Eatman ready to go as he turns into his motion and brings it on up there, and he misses downstairs for ball one. Eatman wheels and now deals, and Wilcoxon pops it up on the infield. Who's going to take it? It is nobody. And it just bounces in fair ground. And that'll be a base hit for Wilcoxon in the most uncharacteristic of ways. It was a pop-up to the right, or to the first base side of the mound. I don't think anybody ever called for it. Hilliard was going to take advantage of it, but he bumped into the pitcher. Of course, Ballant doesn't move. And it's an infield single for Wilcoxon. Eatman was trying to get out of the way, but he was honestly more in the way than anything. Right at the outset of that. And it's a prime opportunity. So with runners at the corners, a quick mound visit here for King. And they're going to chat this thing over out there on the mound. And after the conversation, the home plate umpire breaks it up, and everybody will go their separate ways. Everybody goes their separate ways, and now this right-hander will get back to work. So with one out and runners at the corners, here's Ryan Potts. Carson-Newman leads it 4-0. Right-hand pitcher sights the sign and now pitches, and there's a slider that hits the outside corner for strike one. Eatman has thrown strikes here in this outing. He just hasn't gotten the help of the rest of his ball club. Right-hander pauses. There goes the runner from first. Potts waited back on it and fouls it back on the hit and run. And he's now in an 0-2 hole. No balls and 2 strikes to count. The right-hander pitches, and Potts flares one out towards second. And the second baseman, Renwick, trots to his right and makes the catch. So an L4 there. And with 2 outs and runners at the corners, it'll be on Aiden Gibson if Carson-Newman is to add anything else here in this third inning, leading 4-0 against this King Tornado Ball Club. Eagles have stolen home on a double steal, and they also have 3 sacrifice flies. First pitch to Gibson is a bender that's in there for a called strike. Carson-Newman leading at 4-0. Eagles won both matchups rather last season, 11-0, a shutout here inside of this ballpark. 1 strike pitch. Another bender stays high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners at the corners. 2 outs here in the third. The 1-1. High again on a fastball. It's 2 balls and a strike. Carson-Newman 4 runs on 5 base hits with 2 men left aboard so far today. Eatman consults the wristband on his left wrist to get the sign from the coaching staff, and now ready to go with the 2-1. Brings it down to the belt. Runner takes off from first. It misses high and tight. They throw down to third this time around, and that'll be a stolen base for Wilcoxon. Well, perhaps King, after all the times where Carson-Newman has stolen second base and the throw went down there and the runner got aggressive, thinking maybe they could steal an out, the Eagles wise to it. 3-1 pitch now. In there on a breaking ball, and the count runs full at 3-2. Here to Gibson. Hit batter, double, sac fly, single. Line out here in this inning, and the payoff pitch from Eatman coming. And it's shot foul on a foul ball. On a pop-up, rather, first base side. Count holds at 3-2. Already the third pitcher of the day. Carson-Newman's used 3 of them, and you can bet that in the fourth there will be another one for each ball club. The question will be is, can these pitchers just throw clean innings? Payoff pitch. Pushed foul again. Gibson doing a great job of hanging around here in this sequence. Three balls and 2 strikes to count. Eatman works out of the windup, and here's the payoff pitch on the way. And a grounder hit out to shortstop. Steele picks it up, throws it to first. High. The tag applied in time to end the inning. Nearly a disaster there for King. Instead, Carson-Newman settles for just the 1 run. We're through 3. Eagles lead at 4-0 on King here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
AEC is a distributor for Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and warranted not to leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-lasting temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position. And the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment draining. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Jackson Harbin takes over on the mound for Carson-Newman, already the 4th pitcher of the day. And he gets 2, 3, and 4 in this King lineup. Carson-Newman leads 4-0 here in the 4th. Harbin pitches and misses down and away for ball 1. Carson-Newman, a run in each inning so far. And the Eagles offense doing a fine job here at the outset as Harbin pitches, misses down, 2 balls and no strikes. Close the book on Overbeck, first non-clean inning. He goes an inning with a hit batter and a walk. As this pitch is fouled into the netting, 2-1. 14 pitches, 9 strikes for Overbeck. Still a pretty efficient in terms of pitching inning. And now Harbin, the 4th man in line for Tom Griffin's group. 2-1 pitch on the way. Just missed outside with a fastball. 3 balls and 1 strike. Harbin making his 12th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.54 ERA entering the day. Needs a strike here. 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. First base side, 3-2. Right-hander gets the sign from Bound, the payoff. Check swing. They want an appeal down to first. He did not go. It's a walk. Well, there's been how King has gotten all of their base runners. 2 walks and a hit batter so far. For the first time today, the leadoff man on base. And now the team's best hitter, Preston Steele, will stand in. A grounder back to the mound, his only time up. So far today, Steele has been terrific this season. He's driven in or scored 41 of the team's 135 runs entering the day. 4-0 Eagles in the 4th. And the first pitch to Steele. Hefty cut, but comes up empty on it. A swing and miss. He has a 5-game hitting streak intact. A couple homers and 7 driven in over that period. 1 strike and nothing to Steele. Harbin delivers and another swing and miss. He gets ahead at 0-2. Carson-Newman looking to improve to 12-3 at home this season. And beat King for a 3rd consecutive clash. 2 strikes and nothing. Harbin turns it loose. And it's fouled straight back. This time Steele was able to catch up to that ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Harbin's gone all fastballs as he pitches. This time it's a breaking ball and a big swing and miss. Steele not even close on that one. The breaking ball was perfect from Harbin. Great timing on it. Steele expecting a fastball, lunged after it and came up empty. It's the first out here in the 4th, and now Junior Renwick, who grounded out to second, his only time up. And he takes a strike on the inside corner to fall behind at 0-1. Carson-Newman leads 4-0. Outfield straight away. Infield looking for that double play ball. The 0-1. Fouled back again. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, after Harbin walked the opening batter this inning, he's thrown nothing but strikes since. He's been accurate, and he has been quick working out on the mound. Hawkins leads away from first. The 0-2 right down the middle. Strike 3 called on Renwick. Back-to-back punch-outs for Jackson Harbin. And with 2 outs and the runner at first base, here comes Jake Lathrop, a right-handed hitter. Harbin, another fastball. Well, that walk apparently heated something up here on Harbin as he has been firing seeds. The 0-1 fouled back into the netting. Harbin gets ahead at 0-2. Harbin has thrown nothing but strikes since the walk, and the 0-2 pitch coming. Runner takes off. It's strike three swinging. The throwdown probably would have been in time. The Eagles could have gotten 4 outs in that inning. But Harbin comes out, strikes out the side after the leadoff walk. And we're through 3.5, and the Eagles are in control of this one. 4-0. Carson-Newman on top as we go to the bottom of the fourth on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
King goes back into the bullpen, and it's a new pitcher. This time it's Michael Cordova, 6'4", 225, a senior from Coconut Creek, Florida. And he takes over for Dustin Eatman out there on the mound. And a right-hander will go to work on 9-1-2 in Carson-Newman's lineup. Will Gibbs starts us off, and Cordova's first pitch is a good breaking ball that's across for a strike. So Cordova, the next man in line, as both teams using a horde of hurlers so far today. 1 strike and nothing to count to Gibbs, who had a sac fly back in the second. Cordova lifts the leg and fires, and that one hits the bat of Gibbs on a fastball high and tight. He just kind of pushed his hands out there, and it clipped him on the top of the bat. Goes back to the backstop. 0-2. Cordova, with his team down 4-0, pitches. Tried to spike a breaking ball and get Gibbs to chase it, and unsuccessful in that area. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Carson-Newman leads 4-0. And Cordova lifts the leg and pitches, and it's a ground ball to third base, picked up by Hilliard on the backhand, a throw to first in plenty of time to get Gibbs, and the leadoff man retired for just the second time today here in this 4th inning. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Trey Miller. Carson-Newman leading it by a 4-0 tally. 3 sacrifice flies and a double steal of home. So Miller will get his turn. He's 0 for 1 with a sac fly on his ledger. Carson-Newman leads it 4-0. Cordova out of the stretch. Right-hander delivers, and a good breaking ball hits the outside corner for a strike to get ahead at 0-1. Well, Carson-Newman struggled at home last year, just 13-15, their first losing year at home in 8 years. But much different story this season. 1 strike pitch. High on another slider, 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagles enter today 11-3 at home this season. But they did lose their last time out here after that 6-game road trip to Limestone and Newberry. The 1-1. That hits Miller on the hand. Or no, it didn't. I guess it hit the bat. Got just above his left hand. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The way that he reacted was that it clipped his hand, but I guess it caught the tape area just above where he grips the barrel. 1-2 the count. Cordova pitches, and Miller grounds this to third. In the hole, backhanded by Hilliard. Long throw to first. That one is in time by a step to get Miller. That's a fine throw by Hilliard. Really good pick back behind the bag. Had to go a long way to get Carson-Newman's fastest player. And the throw just did beat Miller. And with 2 outs and nobody aboard, the Eagles have scored in every inning so far. That streak in danger now with 2 outs and Dalton McLean at the plate. 1 out of 2 on the day. And the right-hander Cordova lifts the leg and fires and overthrows a fastball nearly to the backstop, and it's backhanded by Hawkins. Carson-Newman leads King 4-0. Here in the last of the 4th inning. Cordova pitches. Bunt shown by McLean, but this one cost him a strike as a bender immediately took the bat off the hands of McLean. A ball and a strike. 1-1 the count, the pitch. That misses down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Eagles lead it 4-0. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good fastball up in the zone. So the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hand pitcher Cordova ready to go. He pitches, and McLean spikes it off of the plate. Third baseman Hilliard bare hands to first in time. What a clinic that was by Hilliard in the 4th inning. A couple good plays behind the bag and a nice barehanded play across the diamond to get McLean and send the Eagles down in order for the first time today. We've played 4. Carson-Newman on top 4-0 here at the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning, number 25, Derek Martin.
Clay Simpson is Carson-Newman's new pitcher as he takes over out on the slab for Jackson Harbin, who's just struck out the side. And Derek Martin leads off the 5th inning with Carson-Newman ahead 4-0. And Simpson's first pitch misses downstairs. As he bounces it up there, Clay Simpson is out for the 5th time this season. First time pitching since Wise earlier this year. As here's a check swing on a high fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. So Harbin, quick work in his inning out there on the rubber. An inning, a walk, 3 strikeouts. 16 pitches, 12 strikes. And now Simpson, the 2-0. Shot out towards right center field. McLean hustling back to the warning track. This one bangs off the fence. First hit of the day for King. And Martin is hustling into second base, and he'll get in there safely with a stand-up leadoff double here in the 5th. That was a good piece of hitting there by Martin as he hit that one sharply out to center field. And with a leadoff man on base, here's Chase Hilliard. Hilliard grounded out to short his only time up. Let's see how Simpson handles a runner on base here in this inning. Right-hander kicks and fires and stays high with a fastball, 1-0. Well, most of Carson-Newman pitchers today have been ahead in the count early and often. Right-hander readies with the 1-0 pitch. And it's pushed right back to the screen on a foul ball, 1-1. Well, when you look at Simpson's career, it's been the big inning that has cost him. He's given up multiple runs in 5 of his 12 career outings. The other 7 have been scoreless efforts. Right-hander's 1-1 pitch. Fastball, high and in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Simpson, 6'6", 225. A senior from Irwin, Tennessee, in Unicoi High School. Right-hander Simpson pitches, and another high fastball. It's 3-1. Well, walks have been an issue at times for Simpson in his career. But this year, not as much. He walked 4 in his first 4 outings. 3 balls and a strike. He's behind of Hilliard. Simpson pitches the 3-1, and that nearly hit him. And a double, and now a walk. And King in business yet again. So Cale Richardson will stand in. He was hit by a pitch. His only time up. He's had just 1 official at bat this season. Ballant goes out to the mound to have a quick conversation, and with 2 men on and nobody out, you wonder if the bunt's going to be on here. Carson-Newman not expecting that. Both corner infielders are back behind the bags. So Simpson readies. He pitches. No sign of a bunt. Instead, Richardson swings and misses. This is the first time today in which Carson-Newman's really had to deal with any kind of significant traffic or threat. 1 strike and nothing to count. Simpson pitches and drops a perfect curveball at the knees. When he's got that thing working, he looks really good out there on the mound. That 12-6 curveball over the top, very tough to lay off of and more difficult to hit. 2-strike pitch from Simpson. Here it comes. Another curveball. This one didn't break the way the last one did. Didn't have that snap. Stays high and a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 men on and nobody out. Carson-Newman leads 4-0 in the 5th. And the 1-2 pitch. Gets him on the outside corner. It's another flawlessly executed curveball. And that is the 5th punch-out by Carson-Newman pitching today. Well, it just did clip the outer half and got a little bit of the black of the plate. And with 1 out and 2 on, here's Caden Goodwin. First pitch to him is another breaking ball. This one drops below the knees, 1-0. Goodwin drew a walk his only time up. Well, this would be a prime time for Carson-Newman's defense to turn 2. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Right down the middle. Good fastball. That was beefy right down Broadway. Firm from the right-hander. 1 ball and 1 strike. Simpson at the belt. He pitches. This one way up in the zone on the fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Now, Carson-Newman has had a solid start to this ball game, but we're just retired in order. This would be a huge, huge inning for King if they can muster something in this frame. 2-1. Looks like a cutter that time around. He doesn't get the call as it misses outside. 3-1. 3-1 the count. And Simpson running into a speed bump. 3-1. On the inside corner for a strike, it's 3-2. He's thrown just 7 of his 17 pitches in the zone. But with that in mind, he's 1 pitch away from ending this inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Simpson pitches. And it's a swing and miss. High heater against Goodwin. And a big strikeout there from Simpson. Back-to-back punch-outs for Clay. And the lineup flips over now for Mason Swartz. Swartz will stand in here with 2 outs and runners at first and second after a double and a walk. Righty versus lefty this time around. Simpson pitches, and a curveball stays well up in the zone. And with Carson-Newman leading it 4-0, looking to put an end to this little sequence here by the Tornado. Simpson eyes the sign from Ballant. And the 1-0 pitch misses up and away with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Unfortunately for Carson-Newman, Simpson has been in this spot plenty of times in this inning, and that's when he's been at his strongest. 2-0 the count. 20-pitch inning here for Simpson. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Beats him with a fastball. Carson-Newman pitching, entering this inning, had thrown just 47 pitches through the first 4 innings. Simpson peering down to Ballant for the sign, leading at 4-0 here in the 5th. Simpson's 2-1 pitch. High again. 3-1. Well, can he come back from a 3-1 count for the second consecutive batter? Three balls and a strike. Simpson has the sign and pitches. And he gets one on the outside corner for a strike. It's 3-2. Well, now here comes the decision for Simpson. Does he go back to the fastball? Does he want the curveball? Runners will be off and rolling. Carson-Newman leads 4-0 here in the 5th with 2 outs. And the payoff pitch from Simpson. Swartz swings and misses. How about Clay Simpson striking out the side in the 5th inning? He might have run into a little bit of trouble to start the frame. A double and a walk open it up. But Simpson hurls up a 0. King gets its first hit of the game, but can't get it first run. Carson-Newman will try to get back in the scoring column, leading at 4-0. Going to the bottom of the 5th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Fifth inning, fifth pitcher for King, and it's Ben Blondino coming on in relief. Blondino this season has appeared in 3 games. He's recorded 4 outs. He's given up 4 runs. And he'll get Carson-Newman's 3, 4, and 5 hitters in this 5th inning. Carson-Newman leads it 4-0. And the right-hand pitcher will go to work here on Denton in the first pitch. Denton lines it back up the middle on one hop, picked up by the shortstop. Perfectly placed steal, and he throws out Denton. And that is all of a sudden 6 in a row retired by King pitching. It was a sinking jam shot liner hit out towards the second base bag, and Steele was playing him back up the middle and made that one routine despite the fact that it took a little bit of a slice after bouncing. So here's Mitchell Ballin, a double in 2 trips, and he takes a fastball in the inside corner here from Blondino. Blondino, a rookie right-hander, Liberty Christian Academy in Virginia. 1 strike and nothing. Blondino pitches, and a slider drifts well off the plate down and away. And with the count at 1 ball and 1 strike, Blondino gets the sign and now into his motion again. And that nearly caught the left thigh of Mitch Ballin. And the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. Carson-Newman leads 4-0. And it's a really close game despite that, the 2-1. And that hits him in the back. So Blondino, a fastball right between the 1 and the 9 on the backside of Ballin. And that snaps a string of 6 straight retired by this King pitching staff. And Nelson Smith will get his turn here in this 5th inning. So with 1 out, Ballin at first base. Here's Smith, 0 out of 1 with a sac fly in the game. The first pitch to him, he skies it down the right field line. This one's well out of play. 0-1. Carson-Newman in the opening inning. McLean a single, stole a couple bases, including home on a double steal. Sacrifice flies to the right from Gibbs and Miller in the 2nd inning, and Smith sacrifice fly in the 3rd. Have Carson-Newman out in front 4-0 in this 33rd all-time meeting between the clubs. 1 strike pitch on hold, a throw to Ballin at first base. Well, Carson-Newman shut out King here last year. That was an 11-0 finish. It was the first shutout Carson-Newman had of King since the 2nd meeting in 1990. Eagles won that one, also 11-0. 0-1 pitch. Bounce first base side foul. 0-2. Well, it just feels like even though Carson-Newman has controlled this game on both sides of the ball, it's still just a 4-0 ball game. 0-2 tying away, 1-2. And that last inning goes to show it. King had a couple guys aboard. They ended up stranding them both. They've left 4 now on the day as this pitch goes to the backstop. To second base goes Ballin. That's a wild pitch. So they count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hand pitcher sighting the sign, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Good slider down and away. And with 2 outs and a runner at second base, it'll be Ben Wilcoxon coming to the play. Wilcoxon today has been hit by a pitch. He singled and stole a base. He's been productive all day long so far. Right-hander pitches, and that ball is down and away in the dirt for ball 1. Right-hander has the sign from His catcher and pitches, and Wilcoxon hits it sharply out to short. Bobbled by Steele, recovers, gets him. Wilcoxon, for some reason, decided to slide. If he just runs through the bag, he's in there. Instead, he decided to slide, and that cost him the momentum to get to the bag, and it ends the inning, and Carson-Newman held off the board for a second inning in a row. We're through 5. Carson-Newman leads it 4-0. And we're back to the Silver Dime Baseball Complex when we return here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Tyler Shaver's Carson-Newman's 6th pitcher of the day, and here in the 6th in a 4-0 game, he delivers and misses down and away on a slider, falling behind 1-0 to Ethan Hawkins, who has struck out and walked so far in this game. The right-hand pitcher fires and misses with a fastball up and away. He got the start in the series finale against Newberry on Saturday. Went 3 innings, gave up 3 runs with 4 strikeouts. 2-0. This is away. 3 balls and no strikes. Well, Simpson comes in for Carson-Newman. He throws 24 pitches, but strikes out the side. 3-0 down the middle. 3 balls and a strike. So Simpson righted his ship after a little bit of a tough sledding there early. Shaver pitches and misses down and away, and the leadoff man on base. Another walk by this Carson-Newman pitching staff here in this game. And not coming aggressively into the zone frequently enough in these last couple innings. Leadoff walk to Hawkins for the 2nd time. It happened back in the 4th, and then Harbin struck out the next 3. That's what Shaver will try to replicate against the team's top hitter. Steele to start it off here in the 6th. 4-0 Eagles, 6th inning. Steele, ground out, strikeout. Shaver pitches, and that hits him on the left hand. And 5 pitches out of the zone to start this outing, and yet again, King is in business with an opportunity here in the 6th inning. So Shaver plunks the leadoff man walks the leadoff man, then plunks the second man. And with nobody out for the 2nd straight inning, the first 2 are on base. And Junior Renwick will get his opportunity here. Shaver will work on the third base side of the rubber this time around. Carson-Newman leading at 4-0. Shaver works out of the stretch. The right-hander gets the sign from Ballant, needs a strike, and he pitches, and it's a swing and miss. Good fastball down in the zone. Well, if there were ever a time for Shaver to regain that form at the beginning of his career, this would be around that time with roughly a month to go in the season. 0-1 pitch. Slider whistled out towards short. Miller makes the catch. Trotting onto the outfield grass. Retiring Renwick. It's a big first out that ensures that neither runner can move up. And with 1 out, here's Jake Lathrop. 0 for 2 on his day so far. Carson-Newman leads 4-0. And the Eagles have already turned 1 double play in this game. Can they get another one? Shaver Pitches. And it's shot foul down the right field line out of play. 0-1. Carson-Newman's pitching staff, all told this year, has been fairly consistent for much of the season. The bullpen's been really good here in March. An ERA right around 4 for the month. 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider down and in. And Shaver gets ahead at 0-2. I don't know what it's been about Carson-Newman pitchers today. Even if they've made some mistakes at times, they have really buckled down with runners aboard. 0-2. Another swing and miss. Similar slider. This one drops off the table completely. And with 2 outs, it'll be on Derek Martin to try to get something done here in this inning. 8th strikeout by Carson-Newman pitching. 7 have come in the last 2+ innings. Martin doubled to lead off the 5th. Only hit of the day for King. Carson-Newman 4, King nothing, 6th inning. And he chops one out in front of the plate. It's picked up by Ballant. Instead of tagging the batter, he'll throw it down to first, and that ends the inning. Yet again, a Carson-Newman pitcher allows the first 2 to reach, but nothing happens. King has left 6 men on base in the ball game. And Carson-Newman is on top by 4-0. Tally. Can the Eagles offense get back into gear? Eagles haven't scored in their last 2 trips. We go to the bottom of the 6th with a 4-0 lead in hand here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
And this is his 7th appearance of the year. 1-0 record and a 9 earned run average. And Carson-Newman is going to bring a pinch hitter to the plate as well. Emery Peterson will hit in the designated hitter role here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, if you're keeping score at home, hope you brought a couple pens with you and you don't run out of ink. A lot of changes in this one. Every inning has featured a new pitcher for both sides. And now we get our first change in the field with Peterson at the plate. Carson-Newman's lead is 4-0. Feels like it could be more, but it is just 4 here in the 6th. Collenberg's first pitch off the plate away to Peterson, 1-0. Let's see if this is the inning where Carson-Newman can rack up a big inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Collenberg brings it up there and bounces it up there. It's 2 balls and no strikes. 4-0 Carson-Newman. All the run support came in the first 3 innings. Collenberg behind at 2-0 as he pitches. And Peterson flies it to left field. Martin comes on and over and makes the catch. And that retires the leadoff man for Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the 6th. So Peterson retired. And with 1 out and nobody on, it brings Aiden Gibson to the plate. He is singled and grounded out so far today. Carson-Newman leads it 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Gibson has been hot in the last month. And the right-hander Collenberg pitches and nearly hit him with a breaking ball, high and tight, 1-0. Well, when you look at the month of March, Gibson, 12 RBIs. That's tied for the team lead this month, the 1-0. High on another fastball, 2 balls and no strikes. He is all squared with Nelson Smith. And those 2 players, just a couple RBIs between them through February. Here's the 2-0 from Collenberg. And it's a little flare back behind first, and it's perfectly placed on a flop shot. Base hit down the line. The second baseman, Renwick, has to go to the grass to pick it up. And Gibson has himself another 2-hit day. So he's aboard with a little flare just over the bag at first. And with 1 out and a runner at first base, here's Will Gibbs. Sacrifice fly and a ground out to third. And Gibbs will try to keep the line moving. Carson-Newman leads at 4-0 here in the 6th. Right-hand pitcher delivers, and this fastball nearly took the head off of Gibbs on a fastball high and tight. Need a lunge out of the way. Gibbs over the last 10 games, second on the team in hits. Only Mitchell Ballant has more of them. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's well off the plate, down and away. It's 2-0. Well, Gibbs has been showing bunt, and Collenberg is nowhere near the strike zone, and time called yet again. And King will have a quick little mound visit out there on the bump, and Carson-Newman will get Lincoln Memorial this weekend, and expect a good opportunity for the Eagles to face off against another in-state club. Carson-Newman has faced off with King, Lee, Tusculum. Lincoln Memorial coming up. Of course, outside of the D2 ranks, you have Milligan in there as well. Supposed to have played Trevecca Nazarene twice, but the Eagles couldn't play at their place because the wind knocked their outfield wall over, and then couldn't play here last week because rain was pelting the mid-state into the East Tennessee side throughout the midweek. So 2-0, and let's see how Collenberg is able to settle in, and another throw over to first base, and Gibson back to the bag. He stole second back in the second. One of the 4 stolen bases Carson-Newman has had today. Here's the 2-0. There goes Gibson. Gibbs shoots it out to center field, but Goodwin has plenty of time to track it. He makes the grab. That retires Gibbs. Gibson retires back to first. And the lineup flips over now for Trey Miller. Miller's 0 out of 2. He does have a sacrifice fly on his card. Carson-Newman, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 5 left on base. King, a hit, an error, and 6 left aboard. And with 2 outs, let's see if Miller can get the job done. 10th pitch of the inning here for Collenberg as he brings it up there and twists another breaking ball up and into a hitter. Miller evades. Right-hander gets the sign, the 1-0. On the inside corner of the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, since Carson-Newman last scored in the 3rd inning, they have had just 2 base runners, 1 hit. And this going on that third full inning of play over that stretch. And here comes the 1-1 pitch from Collenberg, and Miller ropes it down the left field line, hooking into the corner, and it barrels off the top of the wall. Gibson hustling around third. Now he gets the stop sign from Coach Tom Griffin. It is a rifling double by Trey Miller, and Carson-Newman has runners at second and third base with 2 outs. That ball missed a home run by a few feet, but that ball was smoked off of the bat of Miller. And with 2 outs, here comes Dalton McLean. Eagles on top, 4-0, looking for more. And McLean will get his turn. Righty against righty, the pitch. And a swing and a miss. McLean was out in front of that pitch. McLean this year has 6 2-out RBIs out of his 14 for the year. 1 strike pitch. Off the plate, down and away. It's a ball and a strike. Carson-Newman as a team's been good overall with runners in scoring position, hitting over .305 for the year. As a group, McLean 7 out of 19. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. McLean lifts it foul back behind us. He's in a 1 ball and 2 strike hole. Eagles could use these runs right now here in the worst of ways. Leading at 4-0. Could certainly use a little bit of breathing room here in the last of the 6th. 1-2 pitch coming from Collenberg. High on a heater. 2-2. Well, this was a King pitching staff that had been pretty bad much of this season. Opponents hitting .307 and a whip of .184. 2-2. Down and away, 3-2. Now the string runs out here on McLean, and you have the potency of Denton, Ballant, Smith, all awaiting. Collenberg needs a strike here. Carson-Newman leads 4-0, bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs, 2 on, and a 3-2 pitch from the right-hander. McLean swings, grounds it out to short. Steele gobbles it up and throws out McLean at first to end the inning. So the Eagles strand 2 more, and they're held off the board for a 3rd straight inning. Good news for the Eagles is they haven't given up any runs so far today. King will try to change that when we come back. We go to the 7th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Inning number 7, pitcher number 7. Jake Shamblin is out of the bullpen for Carson-Newman, his 5th appearance of the year, his first in 15 days. And with Carson-Newman leading 4-0, Shamblin gets the lower third of this King lineup, starting off with Chase Hilliard. Hilliard today has grounded out and walked. Carson-Newman leads 4-0. Can they retire a leadoff batter? It's been an issue the last few innings. Shamblin's first pitch, fouled straight back on a fastball, 0-1. Carson-Newman pitching retired the first 7 of the day. Since that point, they've walked 3, they've hit 2, and given up a double. They've given up multiple base runners in 3 of the last 4 innings, but haven't given up a run yet. The 0-1 pitch from Shamblin. Here it is. Hilliard takes. That was a pretty good-looking pitch for a midweek game. Maybe a little bit up in the zone. The count's even at a ball and a strike. Carson-Newman leads it 4-0. Shamblin has the sign. He brings it up there, and this one low, 2-1. And this was a King team that was a preseason number 7 in Conference Carolinas, and that is a tough league, particularly at the top. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shamblin pitches, tried the curveball, and it bounces up there. It's 3-1. Of course, you have the defending national champs, North Greenville. They've been the top team in the country all year long, haven't moved from the number 1 slot. Mount Olive, the perennial postseason club. And that's the 2 teams that King has played in the weekend series the last 2 weekends. Shamblin's 3-1. Popped up, first base side. Denton gives it a look, and this one is out of play by just a few feet. And the count holds now at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Always been a tough league to compete against. Carson-Newman used to play North Greenville with a lot of frequency. Haven't done that as much lately. Same with Belmont Abbey. They used to be penciled in every single year, but not as much anymore. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Curveball, dribbled, third base side. first base, making the catch, ending the inning, and that puts a stop to Carson-Newman's explosive frame. Eagles score 4 times in the inning, and after 7, Carson-Newman's on top, 8-0. We go to the 8th here on the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through auto owner's insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Carson-Newman scores 4 times in the 7th, and a little bit of extra padding for the club, leading at 8-0 now in the 8th inning, and Eli Norris is on in relief for the 9th time this year. 17 strikeouts in 14 innings. He gets the top of the King lineup, and Mason Swartz, and the first pitch from Norris is a fastball right over the heart of the plate for strike 1 called. Carson-Newman leads at 8-0, and Norris working here out of the full windup as the right-hander lifts the leg and pitches, and he misses high with this fastball. The count evens at a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on a good fastball by Norris to get ahead at a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. High heater. And another punch out by Carson-Newman's pitching staff. This one blows by Swartz. And now Ethan Hawkins will stand into the batter's box with 1 out and nobody aboard. Norris into his motion, pitches, and it's a high fastball, missing for ball 1. Jake Shamblin, an inning, 2 strikeouts, 15 pitches. Here's the 1-0 from Norris. And it's pushed foul down the right field line, out of play. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. So Shamblin comes in. Eagles have now struck out 11 batters in the game. Norris, 1-1. Tries the curveball this time around. It stays well up in the zone. And the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here in the top of the 8th inning, King trying to get something offensively. They've been shut out 5 times this year. The 2-1 hit sharply, back up the middle. Diving effort from Miller, but this one skips past him and gets into center field for a base hit. Hawkins has his first hit of the day, but is aboard for the 3rd time in the game. And that is the 2nd hit of the day for King. And Preston Steele stands in. He's 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch. Came in as one of the top hitters in Conference Carolinas. Norris works out of the stretch. The right-hander pitches. And it's on the outside corner with a fastball to get ahead at 0-1. King has stranded 6 runners today. Carson-Newman's left 9 aboard. Here's the 1-strike pitch from Norris. Steele pops it up, first base side. Denton drifting back and now gives way to the second baseman, Gibbs. He works his way all the way over towards the line, but in fair ground makes the catch on the dirt. 2nd out. And with 2 outs and the runner at first base, here's Junior Renwick. He's 0 out of 3 today. Carson-Newman leads at 8-0. Norris pitches, and it's a ground ball back up the middle. Miller picks it up, takes it to the bag himself at second, and that's how the inning comes to a close. Norris does his job in the 8th. The Eagles 3 outs away from winning this thing, and they lead it 8-0. They'll have a chance to add to their run support when we come back to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Cade Berkey slides in to lead off the inning for Carson-Newman, and it's against another pitcher here for King as the Tornado bring in Tanner Hunley to pitch. And the first pitch to Berkey is a swing and a miss on a pitch down for strike one. Right-hander going to work out there on the slab, and Hunley, 0-1 the count. He pitches, and Berkey fouls it off. Right-hander ready to go on the 0-2. He pitches, and Berkey hits a high chopper over the mound. Coming forward, Steele picks and will not have a play. That'll be an infield single for Berkey. So now Luke Francisco will pinch hit as well. So Francisco will pinch hit in the catcher slot in the lineup. First pitch to him is a little flare out to left field. Routine play here for the left fielder, Martin. He makes the catch. And Nelson Smith will bat for himself here in the bottom of the 8th inning with Carson-Newman on top by 8-0 tally. Right-hander pitches, and that ball's fouled back into the netting. 1 strike and nothing. Eagles lead it 8-0. They just scored 4 in the 7th. Hundley working here out of the stretch. Right-hander kicks the leg and pitches, and a slider drops on the inner half for a strike. Hundley, 6'1", 170, a sophomore from Apex, North Carolina. Hundley is out there for the 8th time this year. No record and a 7.36 ERA. 0-2 the count here to Smith, the pitch. Smith dribbles it, third base side, but foul. The count holds it, no balls and 2 strikes. Smith today has been on base once. He's scored once, and he's driven in 1. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Here's the pitch. And it's a slider, swing and a miss for strike 3. Smith is out. A wild pitch will get Berkey down to second base. So it is a strikeout swinging of Smith, but a wild pitch in which Berkey takes off for second. And Spencer Williams will stand in the batter's box now. So Williams will bat for the first time today. And the first pitch from Hundley misses down for ball 1. Williams took over in the top of this 8th inning, getting a little bonus at bat as well here in this ball game. 8-0. Carson-Newman on top, looking to blank King for the second time in the last 3 meetings. 1-0, well off the plate. 2-0. Well, these 8 runs are exactly what Carson-Newman averages this year at home. And after the team had scored just 9 runs and left 35 on base in the last 4, better offensive showing here today. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Right-hander into his motion as he pitches, and Williams spoils it. 2-1. Luke Goforth in the on-deck circle. He would bat if the line can keep rolling here in the 8th. Carson-Newman 8 runs on 11 base hits. King without a run on just 2 hits. Here's the 2-1. That bounces up there. It's 3 balls and a strike here to Williams. Berkey standing out at second base. Right-hander has the sign, and now he's ready to go. 3-1 pitch coming. That's at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 3-2. In the top of the 9th inning, it'll be Lathrop, Martin, Hilliard. 5, 6, and 7 due up for King. Should anybody reach, it would be Richardson as they go 5, 6, and 7 for Blaine Brown's group. Here is the payoff pitch on the way. And it misses down, ball 4, and the Eagles get another crack at it here in this inning. So Luke Goforth will bat for the second time. Goforth struck out looking in the 7th. And the first pitch from Hundley with 2 men on and 2 outs. Twist down and in. 1-0. Williams at first, Berkey at second. Eagles looking for double-digit runs at home for the 5th time this year. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch, well outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Aiden Gibson in the on-deck circle. Love an opportunity for him to get to the plate. The 2-0. 3-0. And Hundley all of a sudden can't find the strike zone. Now your pitchers are of record are your pitchers that started the game. Hughes and Philo. 8-0. Carson-Newman on top here in the 8th. Hundley needs a strike, the 3-0. Spots it down the middle, 3-1. Kings lost 4 in a row and 9 of the last 10. And down 8-0 here in the 8th. The 3-1. Goforth chops it out towards short, steals circles, picks onto the infield grass, throws. It's plucked out of the dirt by the first baseman, Lathrop. And that ends the inning. So Carson-Newman will strand 2 more. They've left 11 on base in the game. They have 11 hits, and despite not scoring in the 8th, it's still an 8-0 ball game, and the Eagles in full control here this one as we go to the 9th inning. Eagles on top, 8-0, looking to complete the shutout when we come back to Mossy Creek in a moment on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency, 423-586-4320, or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Cade Berkey stays in the game at first base. Frankie Delgado takes over behind the plate. And Colby Abbott is now at shortstop. And the Eagles bring in the rookie from Sweetwater, Tennessee, Braxton Roberts. 6 feet, 155, fastball slider splitter for the right-hander. And he comes on in relief to face off against Jake Lathrop. And the first pitch from Roberts is a chopper to third. Gibson behind the bag, bobbles. It bounces right back to his hand. Long throw to first. In time to get the out. Well, that was a 4-2 at his hop right there. It was deep in the hole back behind the third base bag. It popped out of his mitt, bounced off of the dirt, right into his bare hand. And a looping throw over to first base gets the runner. And there's one out. Here's Derek Martin. He's 1 for 3 today. And Roberts' first pitch misses down and in. One ball and no strikes. Roberts kicks the leg and pitches, and here's a grounder hit out to shortstop. Picked up by Colby Abbott. His throw to first is in time. And there's 2 retired here in the 9th. King will use a pinch hitter here in this 9th inning, and Roberts' first pitch to him misses downstairs. It's J.T. Foster, the 1-0. Down the middle, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here, the count to Foster. And a swing and a miss on a good heater. And Roberts looking to finish this thing up. Now the final strike here for King. Right-hand pitcher nods yes. Here's the 1-2. On the inside corner, strike 3 called. Roberts comes in and slams the door shut. And Carson-Newman makes quick work of King, and they blank the Tornado for the second time in as many years here at home. In front of a crowd of 131 in a game that takes 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's Carson-Newman winning it 8-0. Eagles win it, and now they'll be at home this weekend against Lincoln Memorial Friday at 3 p.m. We'll have the call for you on these very networks. Hope you can tune in for that. Final score in this one, 8-0. Eagles win it. We'll talk to you again this weekend. Good night, everybody.